Namaskaram everyone, this is Vishwaksen and welcome to Vaka Talks, where we talk about mental health and emotional well-being in different kinds of relationships. We are doing a series on Devi Mahatmyam from Markandeya Puranam and trying to capture lessons from it to improve our mental health and improve our relationships. So now we enter the third Charitram, also called as Mahasaraswati Charitram, and many eons after Mahisha has been killed, Amaravati has been captured again, now by Shumbha and Nishumbha. Over here, Shumbha is a personification of Aham, Ahamkaram, and Nishumbha being Mamakaram. So, ego, I, me, myself being Shumbha, and mine, everything is mine, that is Nishumbha. So this Charitram talks about the problems even within the Sattvic tendencies, Sattvic thoughts that we have, Sattvic uh, pravrittis, because if it is Shuddha Sattva Gunam, then it would not be a problem. But even if it has a small amount of Rajas or Tamas in it, usually when we are predominantly in Sattvagunam, there's the remaining, the small part will be usually Rajas. So when we have this Rajogunam, a little bit of Rajogunam within Sattvagunam, predominantly Sattvagunam, what the problems that we face arise due to Aham and Mama that we encounter every day in our lives. So all the Devtas go to Himalayas and start praying to the goddess. Over here we kind of understand that even previously in the Mahalakshmi Charitram, we have seen the Devtas have gone to Brahmadeva, and then Brahmadeva takes them to Mahavishnu and Shiva. So we see over here that when we are facing these problems, a change of scene, pulling ourselves out of the situation is very important, so that we can analyze the situation and we can gather the required resources that we need. So removing ourselves from the situation, taking a break, going on a vacation, and to analyze the situation and try to pull ourselves together is very important. The stuti they do over here is a very popular stuti, and I'm very sure that a lot of people know about this stuti and do the part of this stuti very regularly. The stuti is the Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu. So even if you don't know where it came from, it is from the Devi Mahatmyam. So first they start of saying of it's recognizing that everything in this world is is a is a form of Devi herself. There is no Dvaitam, there is no another thing other than Devi, and everything in the world is she herself, and that's it. We are just seeing it as different things, very similar to the concept of Advaita. Even if we see it as discrete, everything is herself and her energy that is manifesting in different forms. So first it says that Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Vishnu Mayeti Shaktita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha, and it goes on talking about she is the Vishnu Maya, she is the Chetanam in every being, different forms of consciousness, different levels of consciousness. Buddhi Rupena, Nidra Rupena, Kshuda Rupena, Chaya Rupena, Shakti Rupena, Trushna Rupena, so Kanti Rupena, Jati Rupena. So many forms. So it basically talks about Devi being the sole entity there is, and all these experiences, all these different entities that we see, is her own energy, her own being, being manifested in different forms. So over here we see, yes, Shakti Rupena, Kanti Rupena, uh, Santi Rupena, Shraddha Rupena, Buddhi Rupena, all positives. But it also talks about Kshuddha Rupena, Bhranti Rupena, all the negatives as well. So it's over here it says that everything, all the pleasant things that are there around are her manifestations. All the terrible and unpleasant and painful things around are also her manifestations only. Remember in the first Charitram, Mahakali Charitram, when Brahmadeva does a stuti and says that Mahasuri and Mahaasuri is the same thing. So here realizing that it is she and only she that exists, and everything else, everything we see, including ourselves, is a form of her. So the Devtas have already realized this by now, and we are also expected to realize this by now. And they do this stuti, and while they are doing this stuti, Parvati Devi very innocently comes and approaches them and asks them, "Who are you doing this stuti for?" She herself is Mahashakti. She is the Adishakti. She knows what's happening, but things have to be set into motion. So she very innocently comes and asks, "Who are you doing this stuti for?" Then a voice echoes from the skies. They are doing this stuti for me. And after the being declares herself from Parvati Devi, energy exits from her, and this energy takes form because it comes out of her kosham, and it is named as Kaushiki. The Navdurga's Kushmand also have a similar story, but here it is Kaushiki. And the Devi has taken form, has manifested, and now Parvati Devi returns to her abode. So over here we see that when we realize that everything is the same entity, that brings a lot of peace to our mind when we are dealing with lot of relationships in our lives. So it gives us strength. So we kind of take away the power that the the toxic person or toxic entity is trying to inflict on us, because when we remove when we when we accept that everything is her form, we no longer give this entity the power to trouble us. Yes, they try to do a lot of things, they try to get into our mind, they try to get into our heads and try to manipulate us, but but acknowledging that this is uh, this is not uh, this is not really happening, and everything is a maya, everything is an illusion. It's a difficult thing to grab the concept, and if we keep reminding ourselves that we need to stick to the truth, we we remove the power that we give others to manipulate us, because every manipulator, we give the power onto them for various reasons. Again, ragadveshams and aham and mamas. So we allow people for various in various scenarios, allow people to control us, manipulate us, for various reasons. And realizing that it is Devi gives us a certain level of mental peace to deal with it. If you like my content, please hit the like button and share your experiences in the comment section below. And please share my videos with people you feel would benefit from my content. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Until we meet again.